In this lesson we're going to learn an easy pattern across the neck that's very handy for creating your own bass runs. Let's get going. Hey, it's Adon here, adoncoin.com, where I teach you how to play in DADGAD guitar. If this is your first time here and you want to learn more about Irish music, songs and guitar techniques, click the subscribe button now and the bell so you don't miss out on anything. So essentially this pattern is a D major scale across the neck, plus an extra 3 notes on top, so that's up as far as the G, D, E, F sharp, G. So we add that together. Once we have that, we're able to open the sound, the DADGAD sound up and create 1 and 2 finger chords out of that pattern. And once we have that, then we can start mixing things up, adding in our own rhythms and creating our own bass runs. So we're going to start with our open D, then we have our first finger playing the 2nd fret, playing that E note. We have our 3rd finger playing the F sharp on the 4th fret. Little finger is playing the 5th fret, playing the G. We have the open A. We have the first finger on the 2nd fret, playing that B note. We have our 3rd finger playing the C sharp, and then we have the open D again. So we go back down, open D, C sharp, B, A, G, F sharp, E, and open D. So we go up again. So it's open 1st, 3rd, 4th, open, 1st, 3rd, open, back down, open, 3rd, 1st, open, 4th, 3rd, 1st, open. So then to get comfortable with that before moving on, we're going to speed things up and add in a chord at the end of each section, so it sounds like this. So what I'm doing there is open, going up through the scale, and then we're adding in the open D and then strumming the D modal chord. So bass, strum, D note, strum. And then on the way down is slightly different. We have the, so it sounds like this. So we're going down through it. And then I'm playing the F sharp note before doing that bass strum. So F sharp, bass, strum. So then we'll put that together with a little bit of rhythm. We'll speed it up. So now that we're comfortable with that scale, let's start creating these 1 and 2 finger chords that we can build some body into this. So we have the D note and we're creating this D modal chord, which is first finger on the 2nd fret of that G string. The next note up is that E note. And when you open up the strings, it's going to be kind of an E minor-y chord. These are all going to be passing notes, a lot of them, so we can let a little bit of fuzz, let's say, get into it. Then we're going up to this F sharp. So we have the F sharp and we have the first finger on the 2nd fret of that G string again for that F sharp minor. G note. We put our 2nd finger on the 4th fret of that G string to get our G chord. From here you have to be a bit more accurate with your right hand because we're going up to this A note now. So we don't want to be hitting the low D string. And our first finger is back on that 2nd fret of the G string. So that's our A. Then we're going up to the B minor. First finger on the 2nd fret of that A string, low A string. From here, there's options. You can either just have a passing note, C sharp, or you can really make that C sharp diminished ring out, depending on how you want it to be. So, and then finally we're going to be going up to this D, but it's an inside D. We're playing the middle D here. So going up through it, you're going low D, E minor, F sharp minor, G, then we're playing our A, we're playing our B minor, C sharp diminished, and then our inside D. So let's get comfortable with these shapes, and then we'll start speeding things up and adding in different rhythms. So we're just going to start with a downstroke for the moment. So it's going to be going D, then to your E minor, you have your F sharp minor, you have your G, you have your A, B minor, C diminished, and then your inside D. Again. We'll speed things up. And just get your metronome out and start getting those shapes right in your head. So we'll try it with a real rhythm now. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, down, up, 1, 2, 3, 4, down, up, down, up. And when you get to the A note or A chord, what you might want to do is rest your thumb against the low D string so that it's muted. That goes for the B chord as well and the C sharp, just so that low D isn't ringing out. You could also just be super accurate with your right hand here and just strum down from the A, whatever suits yourself. So we'll go for it. 1, 2, 3, 4. E, F sharp, G, A, B, C, and D. And we'll go up through again, and then we'll start coming down as well. So 1, 2, A, B, C sharp, D. Back down. G, F sharp, E, and D. G, F sharp, E minor, D. So now we'll try it with a jig rhythm. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, down, up, down, down, up, down. And I have 2 videos dedicated to jig rhythms. So if you don't have that solid yet, I'll leave that in the description below. You can check that out. Let's give it a go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. G, F sharp, E minor, D. Up again. So as I said at the start, there's 3 extra notes or chords we can add into this pattern that help. So that's the high E minor, high F sharp minor, and high G. So going through that, that's first finger on the 2nd fret of that middle D string to get your E. Here's your F sharp. So that's first finger is where it usually is there on the 2nd fret of the G string. You have your 3rd finger on the 4th fret of that middle D to get your F sharp minor, and then you have your G chord here, which is your inside G chord, 2nd finger on the 4th fret of that G string, and 3rd finger on the 5th fret of that middle D. So going through that, and how we can add that in, going up through it, back down, so you can practice that with the rhythms as well. So once you have that pattern down, you can start adding any rhythms you want in and creating your own bass runs. So I'll give you a few examples of that now. Or a jig rhythm. Well, I hope you got something out of that tutorial. If you did enjoy it, you might also like my DADGAD guitar course that I've been putting together for months now. There's plenty on it from beginner all the way up to advanced stuff. You can check it out on my website. I'll leave it in the description as well, so you can have a look at that. I'll talk to you on the next one. All the best.